Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are well. Today I'm going to be making a very simple recipe for chickpeas curry, or more commonly known in my country as Channa Masala. So if you guys are trying to cut back on meat, chickpeas are a great substitute for that. They not only have a lot of protein, but they have other vitamins and a lot of fiber in them, so they're great for digestion. They're also very filling and they take on any seasoning really well. So let's get into the recipe now. I will have all the ingredients and method listed in the description box below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and also follow me on Instagram with the same handle, What's Cooking with Faria. So now let's get cooking. So guys, I already have about a cup and a half of chickpeas in a large bowl here, and I put enough water in it so that there's about 2 inches of water right above the chickpeas. And to this I'm going to be adding some baking soda. So this is about a teaspoon of baking soda, and what this does is add alkaline to the water, and also that helps break down the peptic bonds of the chickpeas, and in other words, simpler terms, it just helps to soften the chickpeas when you boil them. And now you just want to let these sit for at least 8 to 10 hours, or overnight is best. As you can see guys, these chickpeas have been sitting overnight in room temperature just on my kitchen counter, and they have expanded so beautifully. You can see they've absorbed quite a bit of the water with the baking soda in it. So now I'm just going to drain this water out and rinse the chickpeas. So I have some water boiling here in a deep pot, and I'm just going to throw in my chickpeas that I have rinsed out. I'm also going to add just about a teaspoon of salt. You don't have to, but I just like to flavor at each and every step that I cook. And then just mix this all up, let it come to a boil. So as you can see guys, my chickpeas are coming to a boil. I'm just going to remove some more starch off of these as they cook. And I've turned the heat down to a medium-high flame, and I'm just going to cover this slightly ajar so that the water doesn't overflow. And then you want to cook these till they are tender. Now I'm going to move on to making the masala, or the curry part of this dish, but I'm going to check on these occasionally. So I have here onion and garlic paste that I made. I added a little bit of oil so the paste is a little bit more creamy. So I'm going to heat up some oil in my pan here. So that's about 3 tablespoons, I would say, of canola oil. So once your oil has heated up, go ahead and add your onion and garlic paste. And guys, you don't have to make a paste. I just like to make paste out of the onions and the garlic so that the sauce is more creamier and smoother. Now you just want to let this cook for a couple of minutes. We're not going to brown them completely. And you can have the heat on high for this. I'm also going to add in my ginger paste and just mix everything and let it cook. And now as these are cooking, I'm going to add in my cumin seeds, so they can get nice and toasty in the oil. So at this stage, let's add all of the spices. So I have some turmeric here, coriander powder, black pepper, some chili powder, and also cumin powder, and my salt to taste. Obviously you can adjust the salt, and then just mix everything up. Let the spices and the masalas cook with the onions and the garlic and the ginger. I'm going to add in some water so we can make a little paste out of this, or a curry. And we want the rawness of the spices to kind of cook off. At this stage, let's add in our tomatoes. I'm using 2 big tomatoes that I've chopped. And mix everything up, and by adding the tomatoes, the gravy or the sauce is going to turn kind of reddish, which is what we want. And let the tomatoes cook with the rest of the spices, and you can go ahead and cover this. So let's check on the chickpeas real quick. You can see the water has reduced quite a bit, and I'm just going to kind of mash one of the chickpeas in between my fingers, and you can see that they've become really tender and soft. So I'm just going to now drain off this water. So our masala is cooking really beautifully. At this stage, I'm just going to add in some potatoes that I cut into bite-sized chunks. You don't have to add in potatoes, this is completely optional. And this is just one big potato. Now you just want to let the potato cook in the curry till it's fork tender. Now I'm going to add in my garam masala right here. So I'm just going to use that much, and now just mix everything up and keep allowing the potatoes to cook. And now let's put in our cooked chickpeas. Just mix everything up, and we're going to let the potatoes cook with the chickpeas. And because the chickpeas are already tender and soft, this is not going to take that much longer to cook now. Just add in a little bit more water and mix everything well. And I'm going to cover this and let this simmer for at least another 5 to 10 minutes, but you just want to check on it as it's cooking. So before I cover this, I want to show you a little trick that I do when I cook chickpeas. For the gravy to be more smooth and creamy, you just want to take a potato masher just like this, and you kind of want to mash some of the chickpeas, and this will allow the gravy to be quite creamy. It will also help to thicken up this dish. Now just mix everything up, and you'll see a difference when this whole dish is done cooking. So this has been cooking and simmering for about 10 minutes now, and my potatoes are nice and tender. My chickpeas are already cooked. So I'm just going to turn off the heat and plate this now. So I'm serving my Channa Masala in this beautiful little copper pot. Just garnish this with some fresh coriander leaves. Now coriander and cilantro leaves are the same thing. So there you have it, guys. How easy was that chickpea curry dish or Channa Masala? The colors are so vibrant. It's perfect for meatless Mondays if you are cutting back on meat. I hope you guys enjoyed this dish and you try it in your kitchen. Let me know in the comment section below as always if you do, and let me know your thoughts on this dish. As always, I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care, guys.